Hello from Hello from Teen Yat Dragon. This is Ji Sifu. Today we're going to talk about Saam Law Sun Gung again. Now the Chinese magic that we do. From our previous lecture, we talked about the 9 dragons and also 3 other lectures, I believe, that talked about the whole theory, the secret behind the word dragon and all that concept. Now this one is going to be on the 9 dragon, the 9 stages of this dragon thing. So let's get into it. And if you don't understand and don't have any background, please watch the previous lecture first. Now this one is going to be super complex, okay? Sum it up. Dragon is not about any kind of animals, okay? It's not about any like fairy tales, animals, stuff like that. Let's go. Okay, 9 dragon, 9 stages of how things happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So there are a lot of ways to explain the 9, but let's get into it from the 9 star, which is the star point. Okay, the star point. The star point is take notes, okay? Don't have to write these. This is the Chinese name for the star. Okay, now I'm going to teach you the Chinese name too, just to run through that. These are the 9 stars. So as you see, between every dragon, this is actually like the transition point name. 9 star. It's not exactly at the middle, okay? It's a 9 star, like from this to this, this to this. Different transition from 1 to 2, 2 to 3. That is the star name, but we'll group it into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? So, the first stage is Tam Long. Okay? Tam Long. Now, this people will be confused why it's about like a greedy wolf. When you like try to explain it in Chinese, like this translated greedy wolf. Like, what? It actually have nothing to do with the wolf. It like dragon. The word have to be decoded in that grid. But of course here we're not going to decode every word here because it gets so complicated. We'll leave those on for the advanced student in our lineage to learn. Right now I can just tell you that they are to be decoded inside the grid. Okay, and that's how that true meaning come out, just like the dragon word. So dragon doesn't mean anything about the animal, okay? Now this Tam Long here, what it means is when this drop of essence, the full drop of like this drop of essence, okay? This thing got an intention and thought, subconsciousness to get into this happening. That is the stage of Tam Long. Now before you do anything, this is the first stage, the first star point, the first star of when you want to do something is to have thoughts, intention, right? You have to have a little spark up point in your brain, trigger up that you want to do something. Okay, let's do it. Like all of a sudden you ding, and then you want to do something, right? Just like that. It's not about anything about the greedy stuff, okay? It's not nothing about greedy. It's about yourself want to do stuff. The want, right here. Okay, intention. Second, 巨門. 巨門 translate to like big door, wide big door. 巨門. I translate to like a wide door or wide open door, big huge door. Now what it means is, now your intention, okay, your intention is very small. It is about to go into a place to expand. And this small drop of stuff go into here, expand into many, many, many things. For example, your thought of, oh, I want to eat, I'm hungry. And then because of that thought, you will then give birth to many things, such as, I want to eat this, I want to eat that, I want to eat this, and then after eating it, a lot of stuff will come up, right? So this is the stage, 巨門, entering the door to expand. Next one, 祿存. 祿存. Okay. Number 3, 祿存. 祿存 is to transmit those energies and store them up into the processing line, to store up, to contain it. Okay. Now, as you see, okay, if we actually split the 3 parts up, 天地人, okay, again 3 realms. This is the processing stage. Now, number 3, you are about to put your intention and store them up and contain them into the action state. Okay? From just thought, intention inside your brain, now this will be putting those things into workings, real workings, thinking about, pondering about in your brain, working back and forth to see what to do. Number 4, 文曲. Number 4. 文曲 is to internally communicate. So when you want to do something, you always have that thought here, and then you put the thought into solid, like, okay, now I'm going to really think about this, right? Sometimes, something just fly by and then you don't really care, okay? And for example, like you're hungry, sometimes you ignore it. But when you choose to not ignore the starving feeling, you put that into solid pondering process. You 祿存, the intention of, oh, hungry, I want to eat. Okay, now what to eat? And then this is the 文曲 state, what to eat? And then you just keep thinking inside your brain. You didn't go out and look around yet. You just think inside your brain, now what I want to eat. I want to eat this. Okay, I want to eat that. You think inside your brain, okay? All inside your brain. Number 5, 念經. 念經. Number 5, 念經. 念經. 念 is like to cover up with a curtain. 念. To bring. 經 is to create. Is to, after you internally communicate with yourself inside, okay? Now this stage, usually you will close your eyes because you want to enclose yourself and then create. Create is to give birth to whatever things that is about to happen. You want to create it. You want to push this pondering process to a real doing, a real work. So this creation moment is enclosed. It's still inside yourself. You don't tell people. It's still inside here. It's creating. Now number 6 is 舞曲. 舞曲 has nothing to do with Coca-Cola, of course. 舞曲 is to externally compare, to communicate, to compare to interact with the surrounding, something outside of you. For example, when you're super hungry, right? Inside you think, what do I want to eat? What do I want to eat? And then you close your eyes and you think. And then in this stage, when you think, you actually mentally, right here, create the future already. You created it right here by thinking about, eating dumpling and then all the smell, the soup. You create it inside here, and then you decide. Now, number 6 is when you actually, after internally created that, you have to look at the surrounding outside of your body to see, do I have noodles? After you're like, I want to eat noodles, and you thought of the noodles and almost imagine yourself eating it, and then you have to go around and look, do I have noodles? Oh, I have noodles. Now, launch. Number 7, 破軍.破軍is to break away from the army. What army? Your own army, guys. This is the army of 9. 9 dragon. To get out of this structure. To get out of your thinking structure. And now let's put this thing into action. Instead of just looking around and see if you have noodles, you have dumplings. Now let's get out of there. Okay? Number 7, launch. Put your intention, all these things at the back, launch. Put it out. Number 8, 左輔. Now the word 左, usually people get it as left. But why left? It's not like that. It's not like left, right kind of left. 左, this word, has a meaning. It means when the bridge is connected, the energy that is put into the medium is used up. It will pass on the energy, the elements from action to the result. Now this, number 7, you get out of your own system and start to do it. Number 8 is now you transfer your the intention, the thought, and your power, the wisdom, whatever, to the final state. Like, okay, now I'm going to put my energy and all these stuff, okay, my willpower to choose what noodle to cook. Now I'm going to at the kitchen, and then I'm going to take this. Now this is the stage of 左輔, is internally bringing your thought and intention to real physical action, physical state. And then number 9 is 右弼. Now this have nothing to do with the butt, of course. 右弼. 右. This word means when the element is transferred to the other side, and then the element, the energy is being used up and consumed. While in this stage, there is a working platform between you and the exterior that is happening to create the result, which is when you're cooking. Right now, okay, this is when you're grabbing the ingredient and putting your mind to action. Now this one is when you're cooking already. Now this 右弼 stage is when you're cooking and really getting things done. And after you're done, now the next dragon, the next 9 dragon cycle comes again. Number 1, 貪狼. After you're done, what do? You want to eat. See, you want, intention. 居門. Okay, the door. Now your brain tells like, eat, yummy. Bring it down. How to eat? Bring chopstick. Look chin. Put this into yourself. Okay, now I really want to eat. Very yummy. Number 4, 問曲. How to eat? Inside, pondering. 5, 念經. Visualize and create inside. Very, very subtle, but it's happening. 舞曲. Externally, communicate. Look around the food. Pick up the chopstick. Look what you have. Do you have enough ingredients to eat? 破軍. Get out of your thinking process. Now let's start eating. 8, 左輔. Physically eating. bringing this to action now. Okay, bringing it to action. Now, 9, yao but, finishing the action. We're done. Next thing, time long after eating. What do you want to do? Intention. I want to go to play. Play what? Play video game. Okay? Koi moon. As you see, okay, the thing just repeats. Okay, so it's kind of boring to just keep going. But you get the point. The 9 stages of this dragon thing is about how things go from 1 to 9. There's nothing magical or like very mysterious about this concept. But because of this concept, it forms the foundation of the magic doings, the magic learnings that you will be learning in our lineage later on when you ordain. Everything relates to the 9s. Everything is born from 3 to 9. From Tin Dei Yan to all these 9 stars, the 9 dragons. Now, let me just kick the thing away. Okay. You may have heard of the word Sam Ting, okay? The 3 pure ones. If you're, or they can be called Sam Ting Dou Zhou, like this. English. Dou. You may have heard of this. And usually it's depicted as 3 old dudes sitting on some chairs or whatever, and then they're being worshipped. That is not true. It's not about any human being, guys. The whole concept of Sam Ting is related to this theory of 9. Now, I will explain those in our next lecture. Of course, keeping this lecture kind of shorter. But to give you a sneak peek is that just like dragon, it can be depicted into an animal form kind of dragon, because that thing contains the properties of the whole dragon theory. Right now you don't understand everything about the dragon theory, and that's why you cannot really explain why the dragon is like that, okay? But the same thing goes to Sam Ting Dou Zhou, the 3 old dudes sitting on top of the altar all the time, you know? They are not like deities or God or whatever up there, and then you have to worship them. It's because it's a concept that relates to the spiritual bodies, the spiritual soul, spiritual planet, and the stuff for human being. It relates to that concept and and has the properties. Every one of them. Why are they like? Why is this one with white hair? Why is that with black hair? Why this one hold this and that one hold that? You know, all these things are actually what shapes the design of this old man looking statue. It's a depict of a concept using the whole statue. Like the statue is depicting the whole concept. Okay, and why do we use the human being statue and maybe like not an animal? Why not animal? Why human being? Because it has to correspond to this Tin Dei Yan, this stage. Final. You can go from Yan and back to Tin. You can go from the last stage here and back to here. By cultivating and infusing energy to number 8 and 9, you can go back to 1. And that's why you have to use the human statue to go back to the pre-heaven state and connect to pre-heaven energies. Now, this is very confusing for you right now, which will be unconfusing you guys in the future. But right now, as you can see, just that kind of stuff is totally like 100% confusing for any outsiders. When you look at most of these statue stuff, and yes, the people today practicing those so-called Taoism, a lot of them don't even remember or know all these internal knowledge anymore. Because what happened is, one generation passed to another generation, many things are lost. Many things are like, corruption, bad students, whatever, they cannot learn everything and things are lost. So because of things are lost, they're left with the only final form and missing the center, missing this soul of the whole thing. So they're missing the true meaning of whatever is behind. And here now you can see the theory of the Sam Ching Dojo is really a concept just like the Nine Dragon. As you can see, the Nine Dragon have nothing to do with physical animals dragon. But you can use the Nine Dragons, physical dragon, the design of the dragons, to depict and correspond to these theories and do magic because they're only a container. Just like in my lecture about the concept of correspondence and how I talk about the samfat. Okay, it just like you treat everything in this world as a container. What to contain into the container is up to the person doing the magic. If you have this to put into the container, that's fine. If you don't have that, well, you put other stuff in it. If you don't put anything in it, then the container is empty, which means the magic is not going to work. It's not going to bring any effect. Just like the first time when we talk about the dragon stuff, we have an example like this. Remember that? Okay, we have a shape. This is the container, just like dragon. Now, what to put into it would depend on you, the person doing the magic. You can say, okay, let me put an eye like this, and then we can, do some snail stuff here. There goes my little snail. See? Okay, so I put stuff into the container and form my little stuff. Now, if you don't understand all these things inside, then you cannot get what this is. Magic is like that. You treat everything, no matter it's word, pictures, be it any object, they are all just containers. Different lineage, different sects, they put different things into the container. And when you learn, you must learn not only the shell, like this, the shell, but also learn what is actually inside the container, which is what actually will bring this magic to the real effect, like bring you the real result of the magic and what's really behind it. If you don't know what's inside the container, it's just like saying someone give you a bottle of whatever liquid, all covered up. Now you drink. Wow, that is dangerous, right? If the religion don't tell you what's inside the container, you just keep drinking and drinking. It can be drugs, it can be poison, who knows? You don't know. And that is why when you learn in our lineage, we will try our best to slowly teach you all these internal knowledge so that you can know what's inside the container. Just like the word dragon in our lineage, it means that all these are the stuff contained into this word of dragon. It's very deep. Okay, basically that's it for today. And trying to make it short. Hope I can. It's not too long. Anyway, so hope you guys like it. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video out. Oh, and also, of course, share with your friends too. If you have time, check out our channel. Watch the previous lectures. It's very nice. Keep watching. Ask questions in the comment box. And if you want to learn the magic for real, don't forget that you can email us to get ordained and really start learning the magic stuff that you can do and use the magic to do stuff, to change your life, to improve stuff in your life. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.